I got one good question for you. Did you watch that 14-day hack video but didn't get no results? Hey, there could be multiple reasons why. However, I'm going to show you a way you can blow up your credit score. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, I want to show you how to blow up your credit score, right? You might have watched that 14-day hack video, but didn't get no results. However, I want to explain a different process that's going to help you improve your credit score an extra 50 points, 100 points, maybe 200 points, all depending on where you at. So with that being said, go grab a pen, go get some paper, and you gotta get you something to drink, cause woo, class is gonna be a good one. Hey, before we get into today's lesson, I just wanna say thank you. Hey, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for trusting me because I know credit is very important to you. And I just wanna say thank you for allowing me to help you improve your credit score, right? And if you got results, hey, congratulations. And if you didn't get results, hey, just remember, you just one deletion away to get into your ultimate credit score. So just trust the process, trust the journey. And I'm on a mission. I swear I'm on a mission. Hey, no days off. I'm on a mission to help you improve your credit because I want to be a part of that journey. So like I said, thank you, and I appreciate it. So, hey, let's get into today's lesson. Welcome to today's lesson. So you're probably new to the channel, and you're probably unclear on what to do, the process on how to get things removed from your credit report. However, I'm going to basically explain the process step by step so you can have a better understanding on what to do so you can start getting better results. However, because the 14-day hack is not guaranteed, right? It's not guaranteed that you're going to get results. However, people are getting results, and I just wanted to show you a simple way to help you improve your credit, right? However, there's a better process, the better way to do things, and I want to basically explain to you so you can start getting results, so you can start knocking things off your credit report, so you can blow up your credit score. So with that being said, right, I'm gonna explain it to you because I don't know where you're at in the process, I don't know what you've done, but however, if I can show you a 7-step formula to help you improve your credit, to help you get them things knocked off, to help you remove that bankruptcy, that charge off, that open account, that child support, whatever is on your credit report, it can come off. However, I'm just gonna explain it to you. So if you're new to the channel, you can watch me and I'm gonna go through it so I can help you increase your credit score. So the first step is end in mind, right? So I have a 7-step system, right? And I want to basically explain everything when it comes to the 7-step system, right? It's called the one deletion away system, right? And the first step is getting clear on what you really want. Now, in order to get clear on what you really want, you got to figure out what you really want, right? It might be a house. For me, my journey was I wanted a house first, and my credit score was, it was bad. And the only reason I was able to come up with this process is because I had to go through the process first. So for me was a house. I really wanted a house, right? And I had to clean up my credit score to get to this house. So in order for me to get to this house, all I needed was a 620 credit score or higher to qualify for the house. That shows you how my credit score was really bad. So it took a while, 6 to 7 months to improve my credit. I don't know how long it might take you. I don't know how long it might take I don't know how long. However, if you're willing to go through the process, you'll start to see the results to help you increase your credit score. So I had to get a 620 or higher credit score. That was back in 2017 when I started this process. And my goal was a house. So it took me about 6 to 7 months to clean up my credit to get qualified for that house. It might take you longer, it might take you shorter. It all depends, right? All depends on what you have going on in your credit report or what's going on. So get clear on what you really want. But in order to get clear on what you really want, there are some things you have to change up. I want you to realize that credit is life. Credit is credibility, right? So in order to improve your credit, you have to change the way you think about credit, right? We wasn't taught this. We was never told. We were never brought up with credit. So you have to change the way you think about credit, right? Hey, if you have a credit card payment, hey, make sure you pay that credit card payment on time. Make sure you keep your utilization below 10%, right? We wasn't taught these things. You was taught to go have fun, spend your money, do all these different things, spend your money on Christmas, all these gifts, Valentine's Day, spend. However, if you change your focus on credit and change the way you think about credit, then you'll see a credit score increase over time. Because here's what I'm talking about. If you focus on rather, if you focus on paying that credit card bill, paying what you have to, taking care of what you need to take care of, versus spending stuff that you don't have money to spend, such as going to the club, like versus pay that credit card versus going to the club, right? Hey, you gotta change the way you think of credit. Not saying you can't have fun. However, if you need to pay your bills, you need to pay your bills. I'm not saying paying your bills is the only way gonna help you improve your credit, but you have to change the way you think about credit. So that's the first thing. Getting clear on what you really want. Understand that you have to change the way you think about credit in order to improve your credit. So that's the first thing, is the end in mind, getting clear. Now, if it's a house, if it's a car, if it's funding for your business, you gotta understand what you really want, because you can get to where you really want as long as you know what you want. First step. Now, the second step is analyzing your credit report, facing your fears, and see what's really going on. I know you probably have Credit Karma. However, Credit Karma doesn't show you everything. And I'm gonna break it down to you, and the reason why it doesn't show you everything. Credit Karma gives you enough information, okay? But however, you don't know what's on your Experian credit report, right? Because they only show TransUnion and Equifax. So you need to see what's going on in Experian. So you need to have a 3 or a tri-merge credit report. I'm gonna break down Credit Karma real quick in order to blow up your blow up your credit score to get an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 points, right? Or 60 or 100 points, all depends on how much points you need. So if you have Credit Karma, the thing you wanna focus on is 3 main things, right? Payment history is number 1, utilization is the other one, and derogatory marks are key, right? But this is just off of Credit Karma if you're looking at Credit Karma right now, so you can follow along. However, I want you to go get your real credit report I'm gonna break down the real credit report so you can see what you need to do to improve your credit, because I know I told you just to do that 14-day hack, and but if you go through the real process, you're gonna be able to have enough evidence to knock everything off your credit report. So step 1, right? Understanding that the banks don't play fair. Understand that the credit bureaus don't play fair. However, you have to do what you have to do to get these things removed. And like I said, credit is life. So utilization, payment history. If you're at 99%, 98%, 97% utilization, payment history, you want to make sure you get to 100% payment history, because if you're not 100% payment history, no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, if you're not at 100%, it's gonna be hard to get approved for certain things that you really want. So get to 100% payment history. Now, the next thing you wanna do is make sure your utilization is at 10% or lower. I know a lot of people tell y'all 30%, 25%, 20%. However, you wanna be at 10%, and 10% or lower. If you get it to 0%, is much even better, because 35% of your score is payment history, and 30% of your credit score is utilization, right? So that's 65% of your score. So once you understand that this is a huge chunk of your credit score, these are the 2 things you got to focus on to improve it. Now, the next major thing is derogatory marks. Now, you got to knock these things off, whether that's a collection, charge off, repossession, bankruptcy, whatever's holding your credit score back, you want to remove that derogatory mark. Now, age, it just comes with time. That's only 15% of your credit score. That just comes with time. There's different ways. I have different videos that can show you how to improve your credit age, but credit age is like another time. Now, total accounts, the more accounts you have on your credit report, the better, because when the banks look at or underwriter looks at your credit report, they can see, all right, this personality managed credit. They have so many type of accounts. I can see that they can manage, and I can trust them with credit. So make sure, and remember, like I told y'all, credit is credibility. So, hey, total accounts, hard inquiries. Now, depending on what you're trying to do, you don't want to be applying for nothing when you're trying to fix your credit. However, there are certain occasions where you might have to apply. However, what you want to do is apply for accounts that does no credit check. So just look out for that. But the more hard inquiries you have, the more thirsty you look. So you don't want to look thirsty out here in these streets. You don't want to look thirsty to these banks. So make sure you remove these hard inquiries off your credit report. I have a lot of videos showing you how to remove it. I'm gonna put it right here so you can watch it, tap on it, or I'm gonna show you the other one. There's 2 of them you can watch that'll help you knock off these hard inquiries in the next 24 to 72 hours or the next 7 days. So just do that first to be able to improve your credit. Now, the next major factor is what? Cleaning up your personal information, right? Now, before you clean up your personal information, you want to go to a real credit report. So You might have Identity IQ, you might have Smart Credit, or you might have annualcreditreport.com. You might have your 3 credit reports from annualcreditreport.com. However, whatever credit report you have, you want to focus on what's hurting your credit score on all 3 credit reports, right? So pay attention to this, right? As you can see, you want to make sure, hey, you see delinquent accounts, you want to pay attention to that. Derogatory, collections, what do you have going on? Hard inquiries, public records. You want to pay attention to what's hurting your credit score. So make sure you pay attention to everything that's hurting your credit score, because in order to improve it, an extra 50, 100, 200 points, depending on where you're at, you have to pay attention to what's going on to be able to improve that. But before you do anything, right, before you send off any letter, before you dispute anything, you want to clean up your personal information. Now, you probably skipped that process if you did a 14-day hack, because I didn't do none of that. I already showed you what you need to do with the different laws to help you get results. Even though those laws will help you, however, if you have more evidence and more things to submit to the credit bureaus or to the CFPB to help your case and get these things knocked off, the better results you're going to get. Now, you want to clean up your personal information. Now, that's the next step in the one deletion away system. Clean up your personal information. Now, once you clean up your personal information, you want to detach all those misspelled names, addresses, and everything when it comes to your personal information. You can go to Experian.com, go all the way down at the bottom, click on disputes in it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Go open up a dispute. However, you're just gonna go to that center to see your misspelled name, the addresses, your date of birth, the phone number, the work history. You want to make sure you have one of each, right? One phone number, one name, one address, and one job history, right? You don't want to look like you're all over the place, because if you're trying to buy a house, they're going to mess you up when it comes to that. They're going to be like, yo, why this is wrong. So clean up your personal information, remove all that. Call in, do what you have to do. However, get as much off as possible. Now, the next thing you want to do is freeze the snitches. Now, the snitches are secondary agency, CoreLogic, SafeStream, Innovis. You have a pointed video right here, so you can watch it. There's like 9 of them that you can actually freeze, because there's so many people telling on you that you don't even know about. So hush them up. Now, the next thing you want to do is set everybody up. Now, what I mean by set everybody up, remember, we haven't disputed not one time yet. You're cleaning up, you're freezing, you're building, you're doing certain things. The next thing you want to do is send off the secret letter. Now, the secret letter is free. Click the link in the description. It's free. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to come to your inbox, and you'll be able to set everybody up with that letter. Now, you need 2 forms of identification, 2 forms, driver's license and proof of address, right? Such as you can use your water bill, utility bill, cell phone bill, light bill, one of those, right? 2 forms of identification. Make sure you take a clear picture, because you don't want to look, you don't want your disputes to come back and say they can't verify your information. So, or the credit bureau so they can't verify who you are. So they send out a stall letter. So a letter, 2 forms of identification, send it certified. Make sure you send it certified to the credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Now, after you do that, you want to be building your credit. Now, I have multiple videos showing you how to build your credit. I'm probably gonna link one right here so you can watch that video and start building your credit, because in the meantime, as you're waiting 30 days, do not dispute after 30, like do not send another letter off until the 30 days are up, because what you don't want to do is prolong the process of they saying they're gonna add another 15 or another 30 days because you sent another letter in because you couldn't wait. So build your credit, and then the KO method is the 14-day hack. Now, you want to use the 14-day hack, you want to use the BBB, you want to use the Attorney General's office, and you want to use multiple laws to get them knocked off. Now, I will make a video showing this specifically the KO method, because I know some of y'all new. I know y'all probably came from different various videos. So I just want to wrap up everything so you can understand what's really going on. And I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next class.